Prepare to explore. Get out of the city and into an adventure that moves the whole family. Prepare to be moved. The all-new Nissan X-Trail.
A LISTNR production.
A small jump in local rental accessibility. Police get busy over the long weekend, and wet weather brings in the crops. Good morning, it's Amy Ross with a Limestone Coast local news update. More wet weather for the region today. We're heading for a top of 15 in Mount Gambier and 16 in Robe. A rare improvement in rental accessibility in the Limestone Coast, but don't get too excited. New data from PropTrack shows the southeast vacancy rate has risen by 0.03% to 0.95% in May. In a year, that's a jump of 0.27%. Limestone Coast Police were busy over the weekend responding to numerous traffic incidents. To kick off the weekend, a B-double truck lost part of its load on the Riddick Highway. Fortunately, no injuries were reported as a result. Police also attended the scene of a two-vehicle crash at the corner of Commercial Street West and AV Road at the weekend. The occupants of both cars sustained minor injuries and were taken to Mount Gambier Hospital for treatment. Statewide, there were no deaths on the roads, but 4 people were seriously injured from incidents. 463 people were caught speeding. A Limestone Coast winery hopes an exclusive event in Adelaide will yield big sales for some vintage drops. Magellan Wines will feature in a pop-up tasting event at the South Australian Museum later this month. Sales Director Peter Lynn says it's a great way to do business.
There's nothing like actually being in front of the customers and for the customers to try the wines and be able to, ask the tough questions and sort of get that nice experience and talk to someone from the winery.
Local NCS crews have been impressed with how prepared residents in the southeast have been in the face of some wild weather. The recent wet weather saw the Mount Gambier SES service receive just 5 call-outs for help with flooding, water over the roads and downed trees in Kingston and Bordertown. Officer Brad Flew has told the Border Watch the community was well prepared and all the drainage systems seem to be working. He says heading into winter, people need to keep an eye on their property maintenance and make sure gutters and roofs are in good conditions. Jumping over the border now, Victorian farmers are slowly feeling more confident about doing business, according to new research from Rabobank. While just 13% of them think conditions will improve in the next 12 months, that's a 4% jump from survey results earlier this year. And the bank's Dacre Pern reckons he knows why.
I think the majority of the reason of the uptick has been that we have experienced a really good autumn and a really good break to the season across most of Victoria.
Meantime, closer to home, crop growing season for wheat, barley and lentil is underway. Recent rainfall has led to an earlier start, with progress starting to be seen in some paddocks.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
Naracoort's Hattie Shand has been over in Europe as part of the Hockeyroos outfit. The side is competing in the final matches of this year's FAH Pro League. In a practice match against Scotland this morning, the side came away with a 2-1 win. Next up, the team is coming up against Belgium on the 16th. And Mount Gambier played host to round 2 of the SA Gravity Enduro Series at the weekend. Stephen Gerber was able to defend his 2022 win, topping the elite men's category with a total of 1.44 seconds.
For quality tools that go the distance, you can't go past Kango. Kango's bits, blades, trowels and discs are made to go longer and do the job better. Look for the Kango yellow target at Bunnings.